Good morning, everybody. This is Robert Emmons Jr. Over the past few months, myself, Brittany, and my team, we've been going around the 1st District of Illinois, speaking to the people, meeting them where they are. Thank you so much for welcoming us into your churches, your community centers, and for some, even your homes. We've been blown away by your commitment to social justice and your understanding that true power comes from within the community. We'd also like to express an immense amount of gratitude and say thank you to the 107 small donors that have pledged to our exploration. We know that you pledged not just for me, but for you. You understand that if we're going to ever progress as a community, we have to do that together. And you have not lost hope in the democratic process. So for that, I say thank you. I am humbled by this experience. I have done the self-exploration work. I didn't want this project to be a vanity project or a test towards my own ego. And you all helped me. You helped me come to this conclusion. People have asked me candidly, why are you considering a run for Congress? Why now? Why in this moment? Why in this seat? It's going to be hard. My answer has been the same throughout the entire exploration. I know where true power comes. And throughout this exploration, you have reaffirmed that to me. True power comes from the hands of ordinary people willing to do extraordinary things in order to progress our community. And throughout the last 26 years, we have not had a representative that truly understands how to build power, how to build coalitions, how to solve our community's most pressing issues. Our representative has not been active in our communities, and we have seen that throughout the data results throughout the exploration. It is time that we right that wrong. Members of the House are supposed to represent the voices of the unheard towards the vulnerable in our communities. They're supposed to represent us in our interest, and that has not been happening. We have seen as the epidemic of gun violence has taken over some parts of our city. We know that depending on zip code will dictate whether or not your school looks like a prison or a place of higher learning. We know that in this district, even if you make it out of high school and you get into college, you're only 25% likely to graduate and persist through college in a 6-year span of time. We understand that our communities have been disinvested in, and our drinking water has contaminants leading to underdevelopment of our young people's brains. We understand that we are not being heard in Congress, and we have an elected official, an incumbent, who supported an individual running for office that proposed $50 million in drone surveillance, which will lead to criminalization and militarization of our communities. That's someone who doesn't understand the root causes of crime, who doesn't understand the root causes of gun violence in our communities, who's not proximate to our communities, who's not present, who isn't building coalitions, who isn't doing research necessary to truly represent us. And that's why I'm considering a run for Congress. It's because I know where true power begins and moves the community forward. I know throughout this exploration that the hopes and dreams of a mom in New Lenox for her kid to go to school, get a good education, and be able to come back home safely are the exact same hopes that the dad has for his daughter in Inglewood. I know that the same prayers that a grandmother has in Tinley Park are the exact same prayers my grandmother prayed for me in Auburn Gresham, for us to go to school be able to graduate, get a good job, not live in poverty. Those same prayers. We have to unite, we have to connect, and we have to persist. And that's exactly what's in your spirit, and that's exactly what's in my spirit. Over the last few months, I've prayed. I've rooted myself in my spirituality, and I've asked God to show me the way. And I've also asked God more specific things. I've asked God to send me the right people. I've asked God to search my heart to see if there's any impurities, and if there were, to help me see that I should not run for office on this upcoming election. But you and God and my own evaluation has led me to this conclusion. I will be running for Congress in the Illinois 1st Congressional District in the year 2020. And not only am I running, but you're running. We are running together. We are going to build a strong coalition, dedicated and rooted in love and compassion towards the goal of reinvigorating this district from the ground up. I am so thankful to you. I am ready to work. I am ready to work with you. And I know for a fact that the spirit of hope, the spirit of community improvement, the spirit of compassion and social justice will reign supreme in our district. And generations to come will thank us for this work. Thank you.